Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd, and today I'm going to talk about how to assemble one of the tables that we use that goes inside Snake Mountain made for Origins figures. And I'm doing this because my friend Mike, I mailed him one of these pieces here so he could build his own table, and he's having a little bit of trouble getting it in there, so I'm going to show you guys the special technique to get this all assembled and installed. This should be a pretty short video, but the cool news is I am reopening up pre-orders for more of these tables. So if you're like, oh, Todd, that table's so cool, I wish I would have got one when they were out and available. Well, I was cleaning my room and my granddaughter was helping me, and we found a whole box of unbuilt parts, and so the pre-order will be opening back up again, and you'll be able to get yourself a table on pre-order. So first you take out all the extra goop that's inside like that, all the supports, and now you break off any extra supports that are left on the actual table itself. And this table's pretty cool. It is actually modeled after the Super 7 version made for Classics, but the Classics one is way too big for Origins, so I scaled it down to match for Origins. Did a lot of little updates on it, some sculpting on it, and bada bing, bada boom, there it is. Now I did find that if you use this table, when I printed it originally, it had all kinds of supports. It was a big giant mess. So I went ahead and made it so it was separate parts. So we have these little blocks here to build it. And this is a glow-in-the-dark block made out of the same material as this. And sometimes I use this. And sometimes I use this. Just depends on what I'm feeling like that day. So it's not that big of a deal. Now, many times I'll put a drop of glue in here. And then I'll put this piece in just like so. And then I'll put a weight on top to hold it in place and let it dry for a while. Now, once it's all dried and set, the next step is to put this on. But before you put this on, it's a nice tight fit. You want to first get this ball inside there. Now, this ball will not fit normally. See, it doesn't quite fit in there. It's too tight. So I have to figure out a way to make this work. Now, people that I've talked to, they've made the ball smaller so it'll work, but that is not the answer. Making the ball smaller is the wrong way to do it. The way you want to do it is you want to get a heat gun or a hairdryer, set the ball aside, and you're going to heat up this piece right here, and we're going to slide that ball in right here in that area. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this thing already. So let me get my heat gun going. And I'll let it preheat a little bit so it doesn't take so long to heat up the plastic. And now we'll go ahead and start to heat the plastic up. And you want to keep it moving the whole time. If you don't, you're going to end up just melting it. So keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Move, move, move. And while you're doing this, you're also heating up the center where it's going to connect to the other base plate in a few minutes. So get it nice and toasty warm. Nice and toasty warm. There we go, there we go, there we go. E-I-E-I-O. Alright, that should be pretty good now. We'll see. And now that it's all hot, I am now going to slide this in. And see, they're all really flexible now. I'm just going to slide this right in, pull this one back, pull that one back, pull this back, pull that one back, slide it in places like that. And while it's slid in there, I'm now going to hold these down. Ooh, they're hot. Hot, hot, hot. And while they're cooling, they will make a nice, firm connection so that it will not come out anymore. All right, so there it goes. Nice and firm. Oh, that's hot on the fingers. Hot on the fingers. And it feels like it is starting to cool down a little bit. And you can see now how that looks. It is actually sealed in there nice and tight. And that ball, it ain't going nowhere. So now we got to put the table together all the rest of the way. So let's go ahead and zoom back out. And while it's still warm, you want to slide that thing right on there. And there you go. There's your table nice and built. Now if you get a table that has not been glued, if you pull this out and this happens to slide deep inside here, you have to put it first back in here and then put that on there just like that. So cool. All right, let's go ahead and do a check with our lights and see how it looks when it glows in the dark. I'm going to kill the lights, and for you it'll just be a split second, but for us it might be a minute or two. Alright, believe it or not, it's been a few minutes. For you, though, it's been just a few seconds. Oh, my light is burning out. That's funny. Just in time for the night light. So we're going to go ahead and charge this thing up so you guys can see how the glow-in-the-dark part works. So let's turn off the light here. Boop. And let's go ahead and charge up the magic ball in the middle. And look at that. Bring Skeletor over in his chair. And ooh ah, so cool. So if you guys want to get one of these, the link's in the description, and it's on a pre-order basis. I'm just selling the ones that are still in my box. I'm not going to print any new ones, so when they're gone, they are gone. I'm saving one aside for myself. I already made one for my grandson, so he has one. And look at that. It's so cool looking. I can't believe I thought of adding that glowing ball. It makes all the difference in the world. And it's cool when it's really dark. You can see the ball shining off. Well, you can see it here in this picture here. Look at that. You can see the shine off the plastic here. So cool. Skeletor. Ah, ha, ha. Oh. Bom, bom, bom. What is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe doing now? Anyway, that's all I got. And Mike, hopefully that helps you put yours together. And for the rest of you guys, like I said, they're for pre-order. If you haven't got one yet, this is your final chance to get one. And that's all I have. And good journey. Actually, it was funny before we jump off. My granddaughter saw this chair and she wanted to know who sits in this spooky chair. I thought that was pretty funny when she said that. The spooky chair. All right. Good journey, you guys. Bye now.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it.